I am not an expert in anything, I can tell you. No, I work for the tobacco industry, I work for banking, telecom. I am actually not an expert. I believe in people. I am a leader. I can identify myself probably. I believe in people and people's strength. That's so important. I can tell you, I can share one of my stories. Back in 2010, I was asked to join Uninor, which is Telenor's Indian operation. And I was asked to join as head of the state in Odisha. So Odisha, one of the 23 states in India. And before joining that states, I was only a sales director in Grameenphone, so I knew sales. But I didn't know that whole company, how to run it, how to become a head of a state. So like this, a little smaller audience, 500 employees sitting there, and the head of whole India at that point of time, 𝗬𝘀𝗶𝗿, he took me there to introduce to the people. I was basically assigned there to make a worst performing state, That state at that point of time was the least performing one out of 23 states in India. 23 states in India. My legs were shaking prior to that when I saw my boss that he's talking about leading in states. I was only, at that point of a sales head, and he will take me to 500 employees in India first time, and he wants me to talk about that how to succeed, and what's my strategy, what's my plan. Only one thing I talked about that day, and it's the audience. I had in my hand and talked about, it's like, I don't have any magic. I don't have any magic to win the heart of Odisha's people as a telecom service provider. I have only you. And if we are together, we can make the big difference. And there the discussion started. There the ideas started flowing. And from there only we decided how to win in this market. It took 7 months for us to become the #1 performing company in India. I will not stop here. It's like the second story I would like to say why I say is people is so important. #1 performing, then immediately I was basically transferred to another non-performing unit in India. It was in Karnataka, just opposite to Odisha. It's Karnataka, Bangalore, IT city, cosmopolitan, big city there versus Odisha. It was same situation for me to make and like a non-performing one to performing one. But within a year, we lost our license, that we were not allowed to operate anymore. So 500 employees, everyone is losing job. And they are talking about that, oh, Mr. Azman, he came from abroad, he will flew away, and we are losing the job. I needed at least 3 months, these employees work with me to complete the task we have in our hand to shut down our operation. So I stood in front of our employees. I said that if each of my employees are not getting a new job, I will not apply for a job. And I didn't know how to do it. So I started thinking about how to do it. Then I reached out all the competition telecom CEOs and invited them to my office. I said, these 500 employees are the best of the best, but we lost license. So I'm giving you each a table. You can start recruiting people from my team. But they need to be 3 months with me. Telecom operators recruited almost 70%. I reached out Unilever, Rakuten Bank CEOs. They came in, they recruited. By the time we completed our task to shut down the operation, 95% of our employees secured their job. When I was taking a charge in India, many of my seniors mentioned that, Azman, it's going to be a difficult task you are taking. I can tell you, when I was leaving, people cried. So I think to become leader, one of the stories are that if you want to be a leader, if you want to succeed, it is important that you connect with people. It's extremely important. At times in our organization, we start competing with each other. There is no competition within an organization. You need to compete out there to give the best of the best experience to your customers. Only then you will win. Competing within, you will not win. You need to basically help each other, know each other, learn from each other, and that's how you grow.